Here are the equipments needed for this experiment. We need a multimeter. Definitely we need a multimeter for the experiment. We use it to measure the value of this resistor. I have 3 pairs of cables. Each pair has 2 color cables, red cable and a black cable. For this pair, the first pair, if you look at here, one side of each cable has this kind of connector. There's a push button here. If you push and the hook come out, and that also apply for the black cable. This is the first type of cable. The second pair, these cables, this side has the alligator clips. And then for the third type of cable, one side of each cable has a probe. So we use the probes to measure resistance. For this particular experiment, I would like to use the hook type cable. So I can just put these cables away just to have more space in this area. Now let's look at this multimeter. This multimeter has a knob in the center, and this small handle has a dot. The dot points to off label, so that indicate this meter is in the off mode now. So currently it is in the off mode. Let's spin the knob and move to the next one. V with a tilde symbol on the top, that curve symbol. So V with this tilde or the curve symbol means currently we are measuring the AC voltage. V means voltage. And if you look at closer, there's a yellow text on the top next to that AC voltage symbol. Hz means hertz. So that is to measure the frequency, right? Hertz is the unit of frequency, so that is for measuring frequency. To get that mode or the feature, simply click that button, the yellow button called second feature. Click that one, and then this meter can measure that frequency, the frequency of the system, of this or of a circuit. And then move it to the next symbol. That feature is for measuring DC voltage. The following one is for measuring millivolt, right? A lower voltage range, millivolt, and is for measuring AC voltage. The symbol next to it is for measuring DC voltage, but it's in millivolt range. Again, I just press the yellow button, the second button, so this can measure DC voltage. The following symbol here, the horseshoe symbol, it means omega. So that is for measuring the resistance of resistor. So the next symbol is to measure continuity of a circuit. Continuity means whether or not this circuit is open or short. The next symbol is a diode. It is for checking the continuity of a diode. The yellow text means over here, if you use the second feature, we can measure capacitance. Right? That's a capacitor symbol. Next is for measuring A. A is amps or ampere, which is current. This mode is for measuring AC current. The second feature is for measuring hertz, frequency of the system. And then the last feature is for measuring DC current. Let me put this here. We are ready to measure resistance. So I place this dot to here, omega. So now it's in the ohm meter mode. Now I get my cables. So this is the banana terminal connect to the ports of this multimeter. Let's look at that port. This port is red. To the top, it shows V, voltage, omega, measure resistance, the continuity of the circuit, capacitance, or the continuity of a diode. Since we want to measure ohm, plug in the cable to this port. Make sure you use the red cable. Red means higher voltage, and then the black cable connects to here. The port with the label COM on the top. So COM means common ground. Since we don't need to measure current, we just leave this port unplugged. Next, get these hooks and then take that resistor here. The resistor has no polarity. That means we can use a hook to connect either side of the resistor. So I just connect it to this side. And the other hook connect to the other leg of the resistor. Now if you look at the reading, currently it shows 100.3 ohm. So the value of this resistor is 100.3 omega.